supps.com, dropping a supplement review on Dynamic Muscle Savage Raw Pre-Workout from Mr. Getting It Done, Greene. We're going to go over the flavors, we'll go over effects since it's a pre-workout, we're going to go in depth on the ingredients, break down the dosing of each one, tell you what's in there, tell you what they do, we'll review if the dosing is any good, and then we're definitely going to go over effects because this is a high energy pre-workout supplement. So let's not mess about, jump straight into it. On screen now, you are going to see a nutritional info panel for this here Savage Raw. Now, each serve is 10 grams of ingredients, about 7.5 grams of actives in there, 30 serves in a tub. Starting off with beta-alanine, 3.2 grams. This is not carnosine beta-alanine, however, beta-alanine does develop its own carnosine in the muscles, which is the benefit that you're looking for, and is going to help to buffer hydrogen ions. That's the function of beta-alanine. It buffers the build-up of hydrogen ions so you can push harder for longer. You're definitely going to notice it as you do higher rep sets and so on, as you're pushing more towards failure and reaching a higher level of fatigue. You do know, we'll go over this more in the effects, but absolutely it's a clinical dose, couldn't ask for anything more. Up next, we have a 2-to-1 ratio of citrulline malate, 2.5 grams of that. Now, to be honest, the clinical dose of citrulline malate is 6 grams to be a full clinical dose. 2.5 grams is obviously not quite that amount, just under half, so it's a little bit underdosed in there. However, citrulline is good for muscular endurance, good for pumps, and it's a good promoter for increased exercise performance as well. It helps with oxygenating red blood cells. So a good ingredient in a pre-workout, but the dosing could be a little bit better. Up next, we've got some N-acetyl L-tyrosine. 500 milligrams. Tyrosine crosses the blood-brain barrier, helps with mental focus, and it's going to help you keep you switched on and on point without having a heap of stimulants. Up next, 500 milligrams of L-carnitine L-tartrate, LCLT. Carnitine, again, is not so much great for mental focus, but it is good for muscular performance as well. The dosing could be a little bit better. A gram would be ideal, but dosing is still pretty good, and you're going to notice this when you train because it's going to help you to keep pushing harder for longer and help you to adapt to exercise. Up next, getting into the Stimulant Blend. 300 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous. This is considered a clinical performance dose of caffeine. It's straight caffeine anhydrous, so you're going to really feel this kick in real fast. The energy on this is very fast and hard hitting, and you're going to notice it's going to increase energy, it boosts mood, decrease reaction times, switch your body on for performance. And when you take 300 megs of caffeine, you're going to feel it. If you need more than 300 megs of caffeine to get going for your workout, it's time for a break. Next up, hordenine, 50 megs. That is a big dose of hordenine. Hordenine is a real fast acting stimulant. It's really going to give you a peripheral nervous system stimulation, and you're going to feel it hit your body hard, fast. 50 megs is a big dose and can be considered like the upper end of a dose. It's also relatively expensive, so they've gone ahead and put in a damn good dose of it in there. But great for mental focus as well, which leads us into our next ingredient of Synephrine, 30 megs from the bitter orange. 30 milligrams again is the higher end of a dose for Synephrine. Synephrine again is a fast acting stimulant. It also gives you a mild mood enhancement as well, so you're going to really feel happy, switched on energy when you take the product. Up next, Bioperine, 10 milligrams from the black pepper fruit extract. Bioperine is typically seen in a 3 to 5 milligram dose. 10 milligrams is a really big dose, and Bioperine is expensive, so it's good to see that that's in there in such a efficacious dose. I wouldn't say clinical for that, efficacious would be the right. Bioperine helps with it's like a digestive enzyme for the other ingredients. It can help to break down those and increase their utilization, so you're absorbing them and you're going to feel the effects even better. Next up, we've got acrofuel, 3 milligrams from aracholine hydrobromide. Controversial stimulant / psychoactive. There's been a lot of story about this lately, but basically this is going to switch you on. You're going to feel a real rush of energy. It helps increase epinephrine. You're going to feel like a real sort of like switched on, mental focus, clean energy. The good thing about acrofuel as well is that you don't really build up intolerance to it as well. So definitely a high energy pre-workout. There's a lot of stimulants in there. They're all at the upper end of the dosing. and you're really going to feel this product. In terms of the effects, because that is the reason that you're going to take a high energy pre-workout like Savage Raw. At first taking this, I've tried this a few times now. This is my personal, literally my personal tub there, written on top. Pina Colada flavor, my personal favorite. The energy is very, very intense. It hits you really hard and fast. Take this at 6 o'clock. By 6:15, you are ready to rock. You're wired and you're ready to train. You're ready to hit it hard in the gym. You've got tons of energy. You notice the beta-alanine tingles on the lips and around your nose and so on within minutes. You can really feel that going to work. The focus is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's the best mental focus of any product ever, but it's very good. I felt like it was really good without being like too over the top onto like too tunnel vision, which sometimes can be almost like detrimental to your workout where you can't stop training. This was really good. You could still like, all right, I need to take 2 minutes in between sets. You did that, and when you got back in, you were really, when you grabbed the bar to hit your next set, you were ready to rock again, and you were back in the zone, which I really liked. You could sort of zone in and zone out of, you know, when the set was on and when it wasn't, which I really liked about it. The lacking factor for me was probably the pumps. With only the 2.5 grams of citrulline, the pumps weren't, they were okay, but they weren't like breathtaking. They definitely weren't. There's no agmatine in there as well, or norvaline to boost up the agmatine. It's not there. So the pumps could definitely be better. But that being said, this has really been designed to stack with the gamma ray, the non-steam pre-workout from Dynamik as well. So I'm not too stressed about that. You're taking this for the high energy performance boosting product, and in that sense, it really hits a nail on the head. It's like a 10 out of 10 for energy. The focus is great. The flavors are fantastic. We're going to do a taste test on this soon, and more importantly, the effects are excellent. I generally do not like really high steam pre-workouts. I find they're a bit too over the top for me personally, but I did like this. I've had it a few times. The effects have been equally good every time. I don't know if this is something I have every single day. I personally have a little bit less than a full scoop. I'll have about 3/4 of a scoop, so I'm getting like maybe 250 megs of caffeine, so on, just a little bit less total than the full 300, and that to me is fantastic. I could have that every day, and I really, really liked it. So we're going to do a little taste test on this. So I've got a shaker here. It's about half full. Nothing too crazy. Get this tub open. Now this is an open tub, because this is my personal tub. The smell is unreal. Pina Colada is pineapple coconut in real terms. I didn't know. I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol, so I didn't know what the hell a Pina Colada even was. Got 1 scoop in there, 10 gram scoop. Drop it in there into half shakers, about 400-500 ml, or about 18 ounces for the US viewers. People, the only ones who don't use the metric system. There is no blendable in here. Get that on there. Must be mixed in a Spartan shaker, of course. No blendable, a few shakes. It smells unbelievable. It's got that real tropical sort of a smell about it. See, it's ultra clear. Drop a little bit in there. It is mixed incredibly well. They don't use a whole lot of dye. I don't know if they use dyes in this at all, but I like that about it. It's not like it's not bright blue or anything like that, 'cause it's unnecessary, but the mixability is excellent. It mixes very, very easily. We're not going to need a blendable. You won't need to. You could mix this in a glass with a spoon very easily. Try it out. The flavor is damn fine. Pretty fucking excellent, to be honest. The flavor is really good. The Pina Colada is definitely my favorite of the two. The others are Forceful Fruit Punch. Fruit Punch, it's a good fruit punch, but to be honest, I think Fruit Punch is a little boring. It's a bit dry, a bit done and dusted. There's so many other fruit punches. It is a good one, and if you like fruit punch, you definitely like it. However, Pina Colada is a real standout, and it's a bit different, which I really like. So try a lot of supplements, so that was definitely good to have something that's a little bit of a unique flavor that you don't see very often. But the flavor is absolutely excellent. In terms of value for money, there is 30 serves in one of these here Savage Raws, $69.95, $2.33 a serve. you would definitely not want to take more than one serve of this. With that many stimulants, with 380 milligrams of total stimulants, I would not recommend taking any more than the one level scoop, because that's a big hit of stimulants. If you are sensitive to caffeine, definitely start out with like half a serve, or at least have it earlier in the day. If you don't train at 9 o'clock at night and try this for the first time, because you are going to be wired afterwards. The energy, however, was really good, but there was no crash. Surprisingly, I thought with such a high energy product, and I'm pretty sensitive to caffeine, to high energy products, I thought it'd crash. There was no crash. It was really clean, the energy was good, the focus was good. Lasted for probably maybe 90 minutes or a little bit longer, maybe an hour and a half, hour and 3/4. Got the job done, trained really well, enjoyed the workout, the focus was good, the energy was fantastic, there was no drop at all, it was just up, strong energy, and then back to normal with no noticeable difference. I had to go to the supermarket and buy some stuff afterwards, and felt really good, didn't feel scattered or wired or anything like that. Slept very well on it, and yeah, suitably impressed. So for a high energy pre-workout supplement that tastes fantastic, gives great focus, would recommend checking out Savage Raw from Dynamic Muscle, aka from Greene, Mr. Getting It Done. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked the review. If there's something you'd like to see reviewed, drop it in the comments section below and we'll try and get it done. We've got a ton of reviews coming out soon. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, share it with your friends, and we'll catch you in the next video. This is Patrick from Spartans.com.